Hi, hello. Oh my goodness. Hi, sweethearts. How are you? I have my little ways of double checking and checking to make sure you can hear me. A lot of times I have my mic kind of coming at me from the side, but I've got this mic direct on and I want to make sure that you can hear me real quick. So I'm going to just pop over to my sneaky way that I check on the broadcast and see if you can hear me, sweethearts. I've missed you so much. I know I was only gone for 1 week, but I it's feels like a lot, and so much has gone on in that 1 week. Oh my goodness. Hello, hi, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, hi, Joanna. It's good to see you. Oh, loves, hi. Wow, what a hot witch summer so far, right? Is everybody good? Okay, I just want to make sure that I have my little sneaky way of checking in. Do you have something lovely to drink? Are you cozy in your bones? Happy full moon. Oh my. I'm feeling that full moon energy. I've got my sweetie home with me, and they've got a meeting at 1 o'clock today. So that should be really interesting to see the unique audio that flows in from that. I myself have some gorgeous blueberry juice. Look how good blueberry juice looks in a vintage glass from the thrift store. I'm going to instantly raise my glass to this worldwide coven, sweethearts. We're so important to each other. Yummy. That's so nice. Gorge. What are you drinking? Gorgeous. We're here to celebrate. And that's in all names and forms. Every time there's a full moon, we celebrate. We celebrate the fact that we have each other to celebrate everything. The bumps, the bruises, the progress, the dreams, and the how it turned out, those things. We've got each other. We can see things deeper. We can see things clearer. There's a brightness to the effect, especially now that Cancer's turned Leo and we're radiating everything that we are just a little bit deeper. And we're also receiving that gorgeous lunar light just a little bit deeper. Are you reading about the moon wobble? Thank you so much for your sweet donation, Cole. Oh, I love you so much. Cole, I haven't gotten to my special task for you today, but I'll be doing that right after the broadcast. Thank you so much. I can't wait to pull a card for you in just a minute, honeys. I am feeling like a full moon on a Friday is special for us because I missed our broadcast last week. My sweet kiddos, my teenagers that are like, they have literally grown up in front of you. We have watched them, we've supported them, we've surrounded them, we've been the foundation of their life as they're growing up right now, or at a party right now. That was a really long-winded, classy way to say my kids are at a beach party right now. And so it's just my sweetie and I, and they have been working at home a lot more often. And as a result, we're moving physically inside the circle, the fullness of our family, moving things around, kind of like treating everything like it's modular, and kind of popping up other areas that are like the cute coffee area, as there's more coffee drinkers under this roof now, and popping up like the vegan workstation. Faye is just blowing our minds with their cooking. And, popping up areas where I can work. I've got my nice witch creator lair that's developing now, and I'm showing that off on Patreon. I have the coolest process video happening right now. I've got 3 Patreon videos going right now that are just like, they're so fun and exciting. I've got a process video, I've got the bespoke candle service, and I've got the making of the bespoke candle service, because I so live to share the beauty and power of witchcraft. Thank you so much for your hearts, Yasmin. It's so good to see you. I'm sending you hugs all the way yonder across the land, honey. Yeah, I really kind of like am constantly dismantling any ways that gatekeeper shit might be like a vine, an ugly vine that's traveling up the legs of the foundation of my witch frame. So I love process videos, and I love like making of videos. So you can go and create your candle service in your own home and create these things for yourself. I kind of like to burst bubbles to show what's inside, to show everything that's happened. And I just want to put it out there and thank so many of you that are here present in my Patreon, because that's been a big shock to me. I thought to myself, if I had maybe 3 folks join me in the first month, it would be a gorgeous miracle. And if there was a coven of 13, hell yes. And the fact that there's 29 souls gathered over there supporting my witchness and my fam and the works that we're doing and receiving the support too, it just makes me so excited. I've held back and I've held off on that for a long time, and I'm really excited to just kick the door open and say, yeah, I know my dad's getting his knee replaced, and I know Faye's getting oral surgery. She actually had a baby tooth with no adult tooth underneath it to push it out, and so the roots had attached to the bone, because yes, my daughter with her $1 million smile, second set of braces, and a roof spreader have all been installed and going. And now she's got bands everywhere, and then this baby tooth action. So she'll end up getting an implant in that spot when I think they said when she's 20 years old, she can do that. So you'll be here for that too, sweethearts. So that's my tiny check-in about foundation, about bones, and about really truly what you mean to me, what you mean to my family. I mean, the cornerstone of my practice is our Friday live streams, and I didn't see that coming. And it's beyond an I can't quit you, because my process has been so out loud. Like, am I disrupting my YouTube channel by doing this? Blah, blah, blah. It's all been said out loud to you, with you, for you, about you. And I love it, because again, that's like the dismantling of a system that could be made to cast a shadow between who I am and where you are, to create space where maybe I could upload ego and fanciness in that space. Fuck that. No, I am me, and I'm here to show you this development. It fits into my ethos. Let's grow old together. I'll go first. So tell me what you're going through right now. Tell me what this full moon is illuminating for you. What are you seeing that's a glorious truth? What are you seeing that's a real bruise that deserves to have that solar light on it of Leo season, and that lunar light of healing, right? Through that intuition and subconscious mind rising up, that invisible interior medicine that you have for that bruise. But you got to have both. You absolutely have to have that solar light on the surface to bring in all the right vitamins and minerals and balance to your body. Thank you so much for your kind donation, Abby Lynn, you sweetheart. Oh my goodness. I wish that I had a little better psychic communication with my sweetie. They'd bring in the candle that you created that has just been beautiful. They're all gorgeous, but this last bowl that you created is absolutely so beautiful. It smells heavenly. It's been the center of my open floor plan house, and you can see it in some of the process videos that'll eventually make it over to YouTube for free. That'll be kind of like shown first to my Patreon. That candle has been here for this family. Thank you so much, Abby Lynn. So sweeties, before we get started, the reason why this broadcast on Friday is the cornerstone of my practice at this moment is very specifically because we call in the corners, because we do this in the sacredness of our witchcraft, because we truly do hold all of time and space at bay at once, right? We call in very consciously the 4 directions and their core elements. We truly do lift the veils and operate between the worlds in that beautiful space of pure potentiality. And that's why it's the cornerstone, because it's magic. So I can't wait to look at the chat and say hey to everybody in just a moment. Do I need to move my mic just a little teeny bit, sweethearts? And call in those sacred directions with you. Burn it if you got it, sweeties. We're going to light some candles now. And turn your body in any way that you're called to, in any way that you're able, to the direction of north, the element of earth. Earth is our home, our body, our bones. Earth is that foundation. Earth really is you and really is me. And earth will be that ultimate home that we lay these bones and all of these days that we spend together. And that story will fold back in and spring forth new life. Guardians of the watchtowers of the North, Earth, be here now. We turn now to the direction of east, the element of earth, not earth, of air. I'm dragging that earth in with me, sweethearts, and you know why. Here we go. That gorgeous Capricorn full moon. So thank you, air, for placing earth in my mouth. The air carries this message to you and receives the messages from you. It's no small thing. Air is the poetry and music that we share with each other. Air is our eye gazing and our psychic ability. Air is the breath of life. Guardians of the watchtowers of the East, air. Be here now. We turn now to the direction of south, the element of fire. Fire is that tongue that flicks and seeks, the tongue that informs the root of our desire, our safety, our passion. Fire is our shrieking ability to claim life and to push back harm. Our blood magic is born in that fire of the South. Guardians of the watchtowers of the South, fire, be here now. We turn now in any way we are able to the direction of west, the element of water. This is the place where our blood magic flows. The place where our connection goes and moves through our body and moves in liquid form out into the world in ripples, our oceans of emotions, our beautiful messages from our ancestors move out into the world, and then through moontide come back into our body, crash into our body in tides, move our physical form by our emotions. That's why we love the moon. Guardians of the watchtowers of the West, water, be here now. We coil now like a snake into the center of our altar, where we encounter ourselves and spirit. For we are spirit and spirit is us. All the mysteries are in the center, that open space and that dense space where everything lives. Everything that was, everything that is, everything that shall be draws from that center space where you are, where we all are. Spirit of life and death, be here now. I sound this bell and activate our spell. Sweetheart moon baby, love us. We are now between worlds, and how very sweet it is. Oh my goodness. Sweeter than ever. And it's because of you. Thank you for answering the call. Thank you for hearing my bell. Thank you for being present. Whether you're here live or you're jumping back into the broadcast later, you are the reason why I create this space every week, all the years. Thank you so, so much. Oh my goodness. So what's everybody drinking? How's everybody doing? Part of my process video that my Patreon will kind of witness first is a trip that I took with my daughter as like a last awesome thing to do before she had that oral surgery. Because yeah, when roots attach to bone, bless her heart, only Faye could just get so complicated with her beautiful smile. That smile is coming in so amazing. It's incredible. Yeah, so we're undoing a crossbite and just so many unique, beautiful things that Faye was born with that end up disrupting your sleep and your life. And they actually change the blood oxygen levels in your body. So capturing these things and correcting them when you're young is important. And I know that from the team of medical staff that's working with her, starting with our dentist and then moving to the orthodontist and now to the oral surgeon. And it's just been so amazing to see this tight, compact, unique, gorgeous mouth of my daughter's widen and open up as she's found her voice. As she's grown up. She just went to her first job interview yesterday. And this is the kid that like started a babysitting service. I'm not joking. They hand wrote, which is a big thing in our family, hand wrote out their business cards and like bought a matching business card holder that I have and like handed them out in the neighborhood, which is like its own terrifying thing. They had my phone number on it, but they went to like a babysitting class and got like certified to be a babysitter and started their babysitting service. So I really wasn't worried about how that would be. Driving Faye to the job interview, she said, oh, should I be prepared? Like, should I? And I was like, I'm sure you already Googled it. She's like, yeah. So she was prepared, but she was like, shouldn't I be talking to you about it? I was like, honey, you started several different businesses. There's been different kinds of like school upheavals. That's what I'm going to call it. Because I don't really like when my videos get flagged and when my monetization gets reduced. So I'm learning about language that I'm using from looking at my YouTube analytics. When there's disturbances on school campuses, and we live in America, so you can imagine what I'm referring to when I talk about disturbances in schoolyards. Faye created an emergency club before the end of the day because they got into announcing it on the loudspeaker when there would be some kind of a disturbance on a school campus somewhere else in America. And so That was in first grade. So she had banners and posters and, of course, membership cards for any of the kids in her first grade class that joined the emergency club after that disturbance on that really, really awful, terrible disturbance. That was in Connecticut. So I'm sure you can remember what I'm talking about if you listen between the lines. She's an amazing person. And now that she's giving herself space and she's sleeping better because she can listen to her body without her mouth being all crowded up, it's opened her body. She's on her bike, going to the gym all the time. She's embraced her vegan lifestyle. She's opening up. I literally think the breath of life is entered her so much better now that her mouth is open and her smile is just epically gorgeous. So foundational magic is calling, sweeties. As these hands just pedicured my little daddy's feet today as he's healing on week 2 from his surgery. Oh, I guess I missed 2 weeks in a row, one for my dad's knee surgery and one for Faye's oral surgery. It's been a whirlwind, honeys, and I've missed you terribly. But I'm happy to be back. So I'm going to take a little peek at our chat and say hey to those that are present and see how your full moon is going. We have a little bibliomancy that we're going to dig into from a book that I picked up at the last bookshop in LA, which was that outing I was starting to tell you about before my daughter's oral surgery. My baby sister and 2 of our nieces and my daughter and I headed up to the last bookshop. You've seen it? It's very Instagrammable. There's like a literal tunnel made of books that you can walk through. I picked up the beautiful Adrienne Mary Brown's Pleasure Activism, which is a book that I've given away. I can't even count how many times I've given the book away. So we'll do some bibliomancy from this book as our poetry selection in just a moment. But I want to say, hey, honey. So I'm going to begin at the beginning and say hello to this little coven that's gathered here. Yes, I'm so happy to see you. Yes. Oh, Abby Lynn, have a nice little cheers with me right now, will you? Cheers, honey love. Hi, Claire. It's good to see you. Hello. Happy Cappy to you. I love this so much. Oh, Cole. Happy Venus Day. So good to see everybody. Hi, Amy Jean. It's good to see you. Yes, Joanna. Love you so much. And Sister Sirius is here. Sister Sirius, I can't even, of course, I love everybody that's present. Sister Sirius, you just are you have created this stamp in my cells with what you've shared with me privately lately. You're amazing. I'm just blown away by you. So thank you for the Venus love, everyone. And my sweetie was here, but I know they're on their call now. I can hear them in the background. Hello. Hi, Gwendolyn's Botanica. That's good to see you. Yes, hello. Hi, Carrie. Hello, Baby Reckon. Raise your hand in the chat. And I don't want to put you on the spot, Baby Reckon, but I received a beautiful, incredible reading from Baby Reckon from Carrie, because they've now opened their tarot business. Please feel so comfortable, Carrie, putting that in the chat if you're present. Raise your hand if you've received a reading from Baby Reckon. It's incredible is all I got to say. So treat yourselves, honey. Treat yourselves. Hi, Kelleblin. How are you? Giving you so much love. I know that Canada is having such a spiritual, emotional awakening right now, and I'm just thinking of you with so much love. I've learned, because I talked about things going on in Canada, I got flagged like crazy for that. So I'm just telling you, in America, we have so many things that we need to reckon with, and I'm just feeling you so much, Kelleblin. Thank you for being here. Hi, Yasmin. You're wonderful. Oh, I know. I'm so excited. I've been utilizing the Patreon Lens feature, which is like Instagram stories. And because it's given me so much life being over there, it's kind of made me feel different about Instagram. I know those of you, I have loads of highly sensitive people here in this worldwide coven. And I know you can feel that it's weird for me to not post but Monday and Friday. Usually I give a daily post. So I've been busying myself on Patreon, getting to know that platform and not spending as much time creating on Instagram, still interacting and saying hello to folks, which I love doing. I love being in your spaces, but not creating as much over there. And I'm very open to how that's shifting and changing. I'm sharing that on Patreon now because so much of it has to do with the physicality of this full moon in Capricorn, honeys. This is a physical shift for me as my entire home is moving around right now. We're not moving anyone in or out, but all the contents are physically moving right now, and it's awesome. I'm so excited about my art journaling process, and one of the levels in my Patreon is making postcards, and I'm not having them printed by my wonderful printer. I'm physically creating them all by hand. So my Patreons, because we are in a smaller space right now, will receive my hand art right now. So like, do what you want to with that, put it in your journal, put it on your wall, do what you want with it. But I'm hand making the work right now, and it's so exciting. So what turned into, oh, I need a space to create my postcards, turned into literally every single room in my it's not a huge house, sweeties, but it's an open floor plan. Every single room moved because of the postcards that are going to end up going to, I think, 22 people. So 22 postcards made my entire house move. Feeling ever the witch on that one. Only a witch would go that far. Hi, Sophia. It's good to see you. Hello. Hi. Every little exclamation point, Sophia, is like, it feels personal. So thank you so much for that, love. Yes. Oh, thank you. You know what, sweethearts? This isn't a hard sell for Patreon. Thank you, Sister Sirius. You know the door will remain open. People can be with me when you're ready, when you can. I'm open to that. Don't worry about it. Okay, honeys? You'll never get a hard sell from me. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't do it. Yes. Oh my goodness. So yes, I'm looking right now. Oh, thank you so much, Abby Lynn. Well, Abby Lynn, I'm going to pull you a card right now. And if somebody shows up in the chat and says that they are wanting to receive that sponsorship, I will pull them a card too. Thank you so much. Your generosity is so glorious. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so lovely. Perhaps it might end up being Carrie, because Carrie said, Abby Lynn, so cool. Thank you for talking to each other so I can see it. Juliana, hello. It's good to see you. Yes, I'm glad you're here live. Loving it so much. Oh, this is so great. Lots of lovely hearts. Thank you, cuties. Loving it so much. Yes. Oh, everybody is so cute to everybody in the chat. I'm just feeling this so much. This is our beach party, sweeties. Hello, Moira. It's lovely to see you. Hi. Oh, I'm so happy you're here with us today live too. Hello, Meg. Loving you. I always love your black heart and red X. I take that super personal. Like, I've eroticized black hearts. I think I mentioned that, and maybe you picked that up. So when I see that with a red X in the middle, it's like, yes, please. Tina P, I love you. Hi. How is it over there? Is it beautiful today? Thinking of you with so much love. Greetings from the Eastern Shore, says beautiful, favored Tina P. I just adore you so much. And this gorgeous day here on the land of the Nanticoke. It's a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Receiving that gorgeous land acknowledgement and love from Tongva territory. Tina P, we're going to live to create and hold space and witness the land back. I just know it. I know it. We're going to be a big part of that. I love it so much. We already are. The land acknowledgement is super important. Yes. Thank you for asking, Moira. My daddy's doing really well. Now, he just has to believe that. He has had this drug interaction that's made him super sensitive. So he's crying a lot right now, and it's really cute. And he's not stopping. which I think is super cute. It's like, it's really challenging for him to receive. He's such a go-getter. Like Boone came over today to the house before the broadcast, and he massaged my dad's shoulders while I was giving him a pedicure. And we just enjoyed seeing those tears roll. Good for my dad to feel how good it feels to have a grandson massage his shoulders while his daughter, prepped and polished his feeties. He did not accept any color on his toes this week. Next Friday, maybe. I told him the door is always open to put some fabulous scarlet on those toes. Yes, I'm loving it so, so much. Oh, you're amazing. Hi, Jackie. Oh, we love you. Oh, my goodness. Tina P., thank you so much for your kind donation. I'll be definitely pulling you a card. I can't wait. Yes. Yes, Cole, I know. This is such a good book. We're going to be doing some bibliomancy live in just a moment, sweethearts. All right, honey loves. I'm seeing all the happy love you're sharing with one another, and I'm loving it. Oh my goodness, Virginia, it's so good to see you. Virginia Root is here. How's your garden? I'm glad that I'm on the desktop. You're working on fish tanks. Well, fuck yes, I love that. I was very much feeling the aqueous nature of this full moon. I get it. It's Leo season. Everything's on fire. I get it. It's Capricorn. It's our bones. It's foundational. All of it is moontide. We are liquid. We are liquid love. We are aqueous particles interacting with each other. So fish tank during a full moon broadcast? Fuck yes. It's good to see you. And you know I love you so, so much. Yes. Hello. Hi. Thank you for giving love, Amy Jean. You're a doll. And hello, Reptile Mama 9. It's good to see you. Oh, thank you so much for the love. Reptile Mama 9 says, hi, Angela. I love you so much. I wish I lived closer. By the way, my name is Amanda. It's fabulous to see you, Amanda. Lovely. I hope I remember that. Never hesitate to remind me of your first name. I'm super happy you're here. And like I said, every one of those slammers, those exclamation points, I take them personal. So thank you so much. Yeah. Aw, that's so sweet. Oh, the pedicure story. Great. My dad was telling me about going swimming on the islands. They're from the San Juan Islands, my parents. They literally met and fell in love near Heart Lake. And he was telling me a story about somebody that had a crush on him that asked him to the Sadie Hawkins dance when he was in high school. And they were swimming out at Little Cranberry. He said, I knew that meant Little Cranberry Lake. It's such a little lake, it looks like a tiny pond. And there's a little postage stamp of a dock that was in the middle of Little Cranberry. And this girl named Melvina had a crush on my daddy, asked him to the Sadie Hawkins dance. And after he said yes, she said, I like your feet, because he was standing on the dock getting ready to jump in the water. Isn't that just the cutest story? Oh, thank you so, so much for your kind donation, Sophia. I'm going to be pulling you a card in just a second. All right, honey loves. Full moons are for celebrating. And you know what? That includes all the fuckery that continues with our pandemic. That's grounding us even deeper and further, way past what we thought was going to be happening. You know, we remain kind of sheltering. I'm fully vaccinated. I'm wearing a mask still, sweeties, because we got a lot of visitors here in town, and it's been intense. It's been intense. You know that last week I had like a wicked flu that ripped through my life, and I was like, this is it. A couple of years, I feel like, of sheltering, and this is it. I got it. I got the big Rona coming to my house, but I didn't, which is lovely. Just some bug just ripped through the family. So that's also kept me kind of quiet. Yeah, sweeties. So time is liquid. Time is in constant motion. And I mark my time in this moment in my life and for the foreseeable future, maybe forever, every Friday here with you, drinking our witch's brew, drinking our tears with each other, drinking our joys with each other. I didn't see anybody talk about what they're having in the chat besides Abby Lynn's delicious wine. So cheers to that. You know I approve. And loves, anything that you're doing to celebrate the full moon, please share it in the chat so we can continue to celebrate each other's practices and celebrate one another's magic. A couple little announcements. You know that I'm the FemC of the Modern Witches Confluence 2021, which is between the 29th, 30th, and 31st of October, which is so exciting. You know, I'm there all of the days for the convergence and the confluence. Anyways, I go to, I think, almost every workshop, if not all of them. I catch all of them on the replay. And it's just such a radical honor that I'll be able to be there in service the whole time. And the early bird tickets go on sale on August 1st, and they're always extremely generous. And they're very generous for the Modern Witches Coven as well. So just keep your eye on that. I have intentions for the FemC position to be a space where we can come together and have fun, and we can create hardcore witchcraft together, and we can listen to others as well, and we can be seen in that space as well. I'll be in the witch wayfinding area and a few other spaces dotted around. It'll be a different presentation for FemC, and I'm really excited about it. My heart is just so full of love, more and more, for the modern witches as they've made incredible adjustments for their developing magic. And I'm so proud to be in partnership with them as a community partner. And I'm just incredibly blown away by the gorgeous work that they create in art and magic and spell work and community organizing and reparational work that they create with any funds that they collect. It's just amazing. So that's my little announcement, sweeties. Join my Patreon and get ready for the Modern Witches early bird tickets on August 1st. So listen, let's have some fun, first of all, just with the coolest book cover ever. I mean, that is a gorgeous book cover. Look at these beautiful lions making love and getting it on and having fun and every which way. I absolutely love this book. So this came from the last bookshop, which is woven into my monthly vlog that I'll show kind of a little bit towards the end of July. There'll be lots and lots of videos that pop up in my Patreon. I'm so excited about the footage that I got at the last bookshop. And Faye and I looked so damn cute that day. We ended up going to a place. Oh, look at, if Tina P is still here, darling, I got a sticker too to the last bookshop, which is in downtown LA. And if you ever make it over to the left coast, Tina P, we must go together. Yeah, so this is my bookmark for my pleasure activism book. And I really wish that I would have seen where that popped out so we could have had that been our bibliomancy place. Maybe it's that one little dark spot. Oh, look, I have two stickers that popped out. So maybe there's two spaces that want to be seen in this. Let's see where it takes us. All right. There's one little dark marked spot here. We'll jump right in. Oh, and I love this. This is just gorgeously marked already because it's a used book. Diaspora studies could lend a much-needed assist. Since its emergence in the 1990s, it has been a critical intervention for navigating both the scholarly and the lived conundrums produced by increasingly transnational, ethnically diverse, and globalized realities. Wow, that was a gorgeous sentence. The field's strong investments in the authorship of cultural identity, its continued reimagining of community, nation, citizenship, and national belonging, its consistent challenge to do the geodeterminism of nation states and ethnic and racial essentialism bring with it powerful potentialities for Black feminist thought. In order to read both Black women's pleasure and the erotic, broadly BFT, would need to hold tight the tensions introduced by social constructionist Stuart Hall, James Clifford, and Paul Gilroy, who argue that identity in the postmodern world has become, this is a big word, deterritorialized and reconstructed in situational ways. These include class, cultural differences, multiple understandings of race, nation, belonging, and gender that Black feminist thought has not traditionally taken into account. Wow. I mean, that was just step one in pleasure activism in our geomantic, I'm going to say, geomancy for the day. I mean, what an incredible gift Adrienne Mary Hall is for us. Some people say Marie, and I say Mary. I hope I'm right. Maybe Tina P is in the chat and is able to tell me if it's pronounced Mary or Marie. I hope that that's easy for you to pronounce. I don't know if you know, and there's no pressure to that, my love. Oh, I love this, Tina. Thank you so much. No, everyone knows that Tina P is a fabulous librarian, right? So amazing. Okay, so we're going to have a second little reading here. This book is amazing because it has so much poetry and so many bones and teeth with it too. It's really structural and intellectual and very, very thought-provoking, but it also has just gorgeous poetic vibes too. So we'll get our second little bit in here. Here we go. The Power to Make Light, a conversation with Dallas Goldtooth. Dallas Goldtooth is the Keep It in the Ground organizer at the Indigenous Environmental Network and a founder of the political comedy troupe, the 1491s, and was a trustworthy spokesperson on the ground at Standing Rock, which was a radical mass action to stop a pipeline from being built on Indigenous-held lands. Wow. So AMB asked, one of my theories is that right now, movements are spaces that people rarely want to enter or stay around because of our tone is so serious, so dire, and that people are just like, quote, I'm already fucking hopeless, and you look burned out and tired, and why would I come spend time there, end quote, right? Dallas, you use humor to draw people in. Was there a time in your life when it was like, quote, oh, I'm fucking hilarious, I'm going to do something with this, end quote? Was it sort of like, quote, I'm going to be a comedian. Oh, wait, I got to still be an activist. So Dallas's answer says, there's never been that eureka moment. I remember back in 5th grade, we were playing volleyball at school, and it was the little charter school, nothing but Indians. And I remember taking a deliberate fall, a very exaggerated fall, because it garnered laughter. And I knew what I was doing. I knew that I was doing it for attention. But also it was a moment that made me feel good because it elicited a response from other folks, like the response that they got out of it. And the thing about organizing is I'm careful about who I speak it to or how I say it. It's a form of manipulation. You're using information. You're using tactics to manipulate a situation or a response from people for the benefit of a movement or the benefit of your community or for the benefit of yourself. Comedy is of the same sort. Storytelling is the process. You're using the gift of speech or an action of your body to elicit a sort of response and manipulating emotion. You're tapping into the core source of code of who we are as human beings. I think there are so many people that rarely use the transformative power of humor and lightheartedness of stories. Wow, this is great. Dallas says, real quick, we'll read another couple of sentences because this is kind of tracks back to what I feel like I was saying at the beginning of the broadcast. But it's very dicey. It's very careful because it could really go into like kitschy, hipster, like new age, like, quote, let's talk about love and peace and the transformative power of crystals and energy and all this shit that just turns people off, a good number of people. I'm confident enough that I know what I'm good at. I know what my strengths are, and I know my weaknesses. My experience of making people laugh and loving that. I like the idea of making people smile. So you have that. All right, great, beautiful. I'm going to actually put one of my stickers in that spot so I can track back to that with some of the process videos because, you know, I don't know if I used the word gatekeeper correctly at the beginning of the broadcast when I was talking about wanting to show my process, to not load my ego into that dark space in between you and I that makes me look fancier. Like I don't have an editor. That's why I got to go slow because I'm teaching myself everything that I'm doing, right? It's important for me that you know that this is a one witch operation, that if I really super duper fuck up my website, I've got my best friend there to untangle a mess for me. But other than that, it is me on my own. And so, yeah, you can get into manipulating things. I could, go to great lengths to hire other people to make me present in a really specific way. And who knows, with time, maybe I will be able to hire some support to do some of the work that takes a lot of time for me to do so I can get to other works of magic. But right now, it's so important that you know that the works that I'm creating are very specifically serving my gargantuan spell to weave with you super directly our world where everybody is sheltered, everybody is fed, everyone has that agency to live their life on their own terms. And so it's important that you can kind of like see the days where it's fancy hair curled and other days where it's like just worked my butt off, getting in my workout, going over to my dad's place and doing all the everything in between. So I think that was just like perfect for the reality that we're showing each other in this full blast of lunar light. I just feel like Cappy is so practical, so practical. You kind of like, of all the sun signs, don't want to be manipulated more than the others, right? And so I'm kind of feeling that right now. I'm kind of feeling that Capricorn energy of just like no bullshit, right in your face. Even if there's something in my tooth, let's talk about it. Let's be real with each other. All right, honey love. So I'm going to show you our little gorgeous altar. So beautiful today with our bell, with my weekly matches and plant kin materials and all the gorgeous things. Super excited to show you the physical works of my hands from my heart in this last season that we've been working together. Finished off this journal, working with this journal that Sister Sirius sent me in the mail, loving it so much. This is my newest journal, and I can't wait to show you my zebra pen, how it's adorned with this charm that I got from my friend Sarah Lyon. Isn't that a gorgeous charm? I purchased from them some of their resin hair clips. There's a really gorgeous pink serpent that I purchased, and I got a little mystery charm, and it's gorgeous pentacles. Don't you love those 3 pentacles that are adorning my special lanyard zebra pen that started in my newest journal? I love this. Can you see that little texture of the journal? There it is. Isn't that yummy? And then this one is full, Sister Sirius. I finished this off and then got into this one. So these are my 2 full journals that I've used this season that you've seen in different YouTube videos and on the broadcast. And these are the core of my magic right now. These are the core. The very first page that I adorned in my absolutely stunning gift from Baby Reckon from Carrie, who literally, if I would not have booked my tarot reading with them, I wouldn't have known that they went to art school. Like I literally did not know that. But I mean, get into it. Look at this beautiful. You saw this in my huge mega unboxing. And the very first thing that I wrote in it was I put in my crystal sticker and I wrote in Jackie's Instagram for their crystal account, which is Aries Magia Miheki. I think I said it right, but that's Jackie's Instagram account. So everybody run over and follow Jackie's Instagram account. I just love this so much. Look, it's a built-in little pocket. We love our pockets in our journals with a special little spell that I'm going to cast with my Patreon community. And I've put in this cool little sticker, my little cacti terrarium. I just love this so much. It's so beautiful. So these are my main, this is the bones of the operation for this full moon, which I'm so excited to share with my fam. I'm glad the kids are at a daytime party, so they're all mine for nighttime. Faye's going to be making a vegan dish that I'll show on my Instagram stories and then on my Patreon lens that we're going to bring over to my daddy tomorrow morning. He's been told he just got a type 2 diabetic diagnosis, and he was told by his main primary care doctor that a vegan diet is the best for him. And my dad is very basic. He's a salt of the earth. He's a coach. He heard the word vegan and he's fixated on it now. So, you know, his youngest grandchild is my daughter, and she is a very special person. And so I'm loving that he heard that word vegan, knew exactly who to turn to in my daughter, and I just love it so much. So sweeties, here's my main vein. Tag on Instagram what your main vein vessels are for documenting, and what do your book of shadows look like right now? I mean, can you even with this? If you're new here, you need to see the work of Baby Reckon. I mean, look at this. These are real flowers. They created like this spell, gorgeous bottle. It looks a lot like a magic vessel, and put real flowers in it. Is that gorgeous? I mean, look at these pages. So we'll be doing our Hot Witch summer work in my Patreon inside this book. I mean, look at the beauty of that Venus. Okay, I got to bring my focus back. I'm messing with my camera. There's so much magic. It's knocking my camera out of focus. But look at this. I have no idea if this is something that Carrie Baby Reckon is looking to do in the future, but look at the adornment, the multiplicity of the multimodality of the artwork with glitter and the cosmic wild space. I love that word shield. It's been really helping me so much. I mean, look at these pages, graph pages and flower pages. It's epic. And I got a couple of tarot cards in here as well that they're adorning something else. Circle pages. They're all different colors of paint. There's different planets mentioned. Look at these protective eyes. You know, those eyes are made of flowers, right? So yeah, I have no idea if this is something that Carrie's going to create as an offering, but if I saw this in a witch store, I would have bought all of them and given them as gifts. I can't even take it. Look at how subtle that gold paint is on the edges of these pages. I mean, give it to how subtle and gorgeous these layers are. I didn't anticipate doing every single page, but I'm tickled that I am. This is very full moon. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those little stars. Just so generous and so beautiful. Our little plantitas, Jackie. We love it so much. Look at these flowers, dried flowers. Oh, I love it so much. And I have another pocket, sweethearts. Look, another pocket. And Carrie added this beautiful dried lavender. She knows I love my Spanish lavender. So there's a Spanish lavender in that pocket. I don't want to rip it apart. Oh, here we go. So these are pages I hadn't brought apart yet. Oh, love that deco scallop edge. Just beautiful. Oh, I don't want to ruin it, sweetie, but I'm going to maybe I don't pull that apart. Maybe I do. Shall I? Okay, good. Those are together. Good. This is beautiful. Oh, the multiple textures. It's a map, sweethearts. It looks like a celestial map, doesn't it? It's beautiful. Wow. So there's my back pocket. And look, there's more flowers in my back pocket. I'm so lucky. So these look like little marigold petals. So I'll be planting those in my garden. And there's some rose petals back there too, sweeties. Oh my goodness. Look. Just heavenly. Fully knowing my kink. I love, love, love all those fountain-like deco shapes too. It's beautiful. It's soft touch because it's painted. I just love this so much. It's so generous and kind. Thank you for this, Carrie. So, sweetie pies, before we get into it with our tarot, I just want to check in and say hey at our chat and make sure everyone's feeling like they're heard and seen, especially in the things that are illuminated for you right now that are painful. That's an important thing to bring in if you have the agency to speak, if you can speak it. I know the pen charm. So this is that zebra pen. I'm newly turned on to the zebra pen from Erin Rose Fairfield. Am I saying it right? Is it Fairfield or Fairchild? I feel really bad, but their journal is Alter on Instagram. And I went to one of their journal classes and they talked about zebra pens. And I wasn't about that zebra pen life yet. And now I am. I've got the glitter pens. Those of you that are receiving postcards from me, I'm using my full zebra pen colors and gels and glitters on that. And so this is the zebra lanyard pen. And I just got it at my CVS. And you can slide your lanyard so you could actually wear it around your neck. And it fit my charm perfectly. So like I'm at my workshops now and I'm like, la, la, la. And I'm like, I'm thinking. I just feel so cute holding this. I love the way it tickles me and clicks on my serpent ring. And I just love it so much. And I love to just be like really obnoxious clicking it and showing it off. Isn't that good? I mean, want to just be your middle school best self? Get yourself one of these awesome Sarah Lyon charms. Aren't they fun? They come in a cute little box. And that was just a surprise inside my order. I love it so much. Yes, honey love. So thank you for that. Oh gosh, I love it so much. I know, Sister Sirius, you love your stuff, don't you? Yes, Faye is a rock star. Yeah, I know. This notebook is so inspiring, Cole. Isn't it gorgeous? And Carrie can play the piano and sing and all the things. Baby Reckon is just so talented. It's not even funny. Oh, you're having some hot cinnamon spice tea. I love that so much. Vanilla oat creamer. Yes. You know what I've been doing? Like that little oat brown sugar espresso drink that they have at Starbucks and just loving it so much, Cole. I can't get enough of that because, lately we've been doing training Boone, Weeby and me, how to drive on 2-lane mountain roads, because the other night I was saying this on the wonderful Jim, who is James Divine for Divine Hand Jim. Thank you, Meg. Oh, thank you so, so much. I can't wait to pull a card for you in just a moment, honey. We talked a little bit about Boone heading out into the wild blue yonder to camp with their friends overnight, driving there on a 2-lane mountain road the week after they got their driver's license. I will drink to that. Ay, ay, ay. It was a lot. And I was just really beaming that, Luna. Take care of my beautiful young man out there with his friends. It was a gorgeous, great night. And it was really hot and dry and filled with flies. And I felt like all those flies were keep my son really grateful to be home and in a hot shower and loving back in their cozy bed. Because you know how sleeping under the stars can enchant you so much. It makes you want to just like, quit your job and quit school and just live off the land in a vine-covered shack, right? So yeah, we got Boone back home via the flies. He was done with those flies. All right, sweetie. So I'm going to be pulling some cards for folks, which I'm so excited to do. Thank you so much for your kind contributions, my love. Oh my gosh, Moira, I'm new with kombucha. I love that. I actually got into a couple of those hard kombuchas too. Those are delicious. You're drinking a kombucha and you're getting ready to go out for a rogue camping mission. Yes, that's awesome, Moira. Take me with you. Shove me in your pocket and drag me out with you into your rogue camp out. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Stay safe and be well. And know that this coven is just like riding with you. Okay, honeys? All right, so let's get into it. I'd love for you to kind of see me authentically. We have a jumper here. We've got the 8 of lasers. It's a very Leo card. It might be the most Leo card besides the strength card. The key word is expand. I'm taking this so literally. Know that where you land, all of you, and this goes for literally people that are here and people that join later, all of you, where you're going is right where your seed can grow. I just said that to one of you very recently. I think it might have been this morning, cozy, while I was drinking my coffee. Where you're going is where the seed can grow, or else it's not meant to be in that place. So you're looking for the soil. As much as the soil is looking for you, you need each other. So that expansion, it's about where we're blasting off to. And so if we land in a space and we're not able to grow, let the wind blow that seed to another place, or let the waters come and push that seed to another place where it can grow. You're doing it for yourself when you recognize, and that's why I love our lunar practice. You can see by the light of the moon what's working and what's not working. You can take that seed, precious baby you, and plant it somewhere where it can grow, where it's wanted, craved, and needed, right? I love our jumper. It's fun because it's tomorrow's moon phase. It's the waning gibbous moon phase where we release expectations. We let go our ideas that it coulda, shoulda. Wow, the last waning gibbous moon phase, we made some family decisions that shocked me. We were on a really specific trajectory that we'd been on for a really very important reason, based on like the future dreams of my kids, their school, the scholarships that they're trying to get, things like that. And that last waning gibbous moon phase, I was able to let go of something that I thought would bear fruit, certainly, and it hadn't. And I was able to recognize it and let it go and go, wait, it's because that's not the place where this seed can grow. Let's let it go. So I love this. I love this card so thoroughly for us. And happy Leo season, cuties. So I'm going to put that back in, shuffle a bit more, and then we'll get into it. So anybody that's in the chat that wants a card from Abby Lynn, please make it known that you are the one that would like the card. If not, I'm going to pull that card for Baby Reckon. And so I'll look at the chat one more time for that while you watch me authentically pull this card. Here we go. Just get that mic down. One of the things that I showed in my Patreon video is literally my actual factual bedroom. Because I want you to be able to see exactly how this broadcast works, how real it is, how called I am to this work. There we go. This looks like it's our number one. Spirit rushes in, sweeties, and you know my throat engages right away. Love it so much. Make sure we're good. There. Lovely. All right, sweethearts. I'm going to take a quick little peek here. Oh, Jackie, thank you so much. I'm absolutely Oh, don't pull for you. So you're lovely, Carrie. Okay, sounds great. Honestly, folks, falling in love with Baby Reckon with Carrie has just been so epic. Just a one petal at a time. The reading that they gave me nourished such a deep, deep place, and I was so needing that and so appreciative. There's so many fabulous readers in this coven. I love how we take care of each other. All right, Cole D, love you so much, Mama, says Cole. You know, Cole, I love you too. And I maybe loved you first. Maybe that made it so you could love me. I don't know what it is, but so mutual. Happy full moon. Just looking for a card for the weekend. So grateful for you and the coven. We are so grateful for you too, sweetheart. Here we go. Authentic pulls only, cuties. Card for the weekend for dear Cole. Love it. Page of ecstasy. And her moon rushes in and shows us how much spirit is here for us in everything we can hear, see, taste. Our sensuality is so activated right now. Really just kind of like be in that floaty space of letting yourself be delighted, letting the ecstasy of the beauty that's all around you be present. I mean, this is what's called a free pass to just unplug. Remember that beautiful witch hazel wand shows you water witching, feeling in your body the nourishing nectar, the places where you're turned on, the places where your love can be experienced the deepest, the subtle places beyond the noise. So you're being called into the depths, the deep spaces. This is a great time for sex magic, Cole. A great, great weekend for sex magic, especially with the divine you, with the you that is in collaboration with spirit. And if you have like a human lover, this is a great time for orgasmic spell work and exchange. And I think I'm going to leave on that note so you can really just enjoy it. Stir your brew, honey. Oh, that's fabulous. Love this so much. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a card for Abby Lynn. I'm going to look at the end of the chat and see who's going to claim this donation from Abby Lynn. Gorgeous. Pages are pure exuberance. So Abby Lynn, I am going to pull you a card. And right after I pull you a card, I'm going to pull your sponsored card. And for anybody that's here and maybe not able to be seen, is wishing so much that they can claim it for whatever wounding they have, or maybe a physical disability, they're not able to be seen in it, then the card is for them. It's for maybe somebody that wishes they were here with us live stream, that's watching this broadcast later, that's like, I would have claimed that card, then that's the card for them. So we're going to start with you, Abby Lynn. Thank you so much, cutie. Okay, that was one big chunk. It was like the beat drop, right? Here's your card, the Ace of Caves. The keyword is treasure. Again, the first quarter moon phase, saying that spirit is present. Spirit is speaking right now. Spirit is rushing in. The goofy little single penny that's in the center of this is all about the dedication that I have to the treasure of our worldwide coven here. This is an homage very specifically to our coven. I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to get canceled, I'm going to do it real obviously for putting a single penny on the Ace of Caves. You are the treasure, Abby Lynn. You don't have to seek without. You really actually have everything you need under your roof. And you could actually kind of make more from what you physically already have. I don't think you need to purchase anything right now. So if this is down to like, should I or shouldn't I? The answer is no. And it's also about nourishment, about feeding yourself really intuitively right now. Feed yourself in a way that gives you maximum joy and pleasure. If you have any voices in your head saying like, that's a no-no food, honestly, question them, tell them to fuck off. We'll talk to them tomorrow. It's a full moon. We're here to celebrate. Have the cake. Wow, fun one. And here's Abby Lynn's sponsored card. So this is for who knows it's for them. This is a reversed Hermit card. The reversed Hermit card is a powerful moment because this person would normally loves to be in the shadows. You normally love to be not seen, and we're seeing you shrinking yourself. The key word goes from wise one to shrink, right? This keyword shows us that there's a sorrow in how we've kept ourselves so tightly small. It's literally your bones and your muscles are just yearning to breathe free. This is a powerful time for you to just find a way to relax your physical body right now. And then when you get a little bit more confidence, you can open up your chest, your clavicle, you can lift your chin, you can open up to get literally more oxygen in your lungs. It's needed. Take a big deep breath, Mr. One, and know that you too have the deep need to state what it is that you desire, right? This moon phase becomes the waning crescent moon phase, where you create the dream in your body, in your real life. And you can't do that by shrinking and being in a tight little knit ball. It's got to be from really open space where you're summoning in the magic that's meant for you. Powerful. Gorgeous. Thank you, Abby Lynn. I loved that. That's fun. See, you receive when you give, honey. All right. So this is for Moira. Oh, on your secret camping trip. I have to see exactly what you said, my love. Moira said, I'd love a message around healing the masculine in your life. Thank you. You're welcome. I like your emojis. And here comes the love, Moira. Have a fabulous camping trip, honey. All right. The strength card is reversed, my love. The strength card is reversed. And the strength card was actually already called in when I said happy Leo season, and that 8 of lasers was possibly the most Leo card besides the strength card. And you pulled this card reversed. Healing the masculine in your life. There is this murky place, this uncertainty in that space. And it might be about your own masculine presentation within yourself. It's kind of like a moment, like I said, the key word is uncertainty. It goes from metal to uncertainty. All right. There's this kind of murkiness in the way that you are embracing your more bold and masculine presentation, and a murkiness in the way that the masculine form in your life is, right? So it's kind of like if someone's kind of low-key shitty, like think of it as high-key shitty. If someone's low-key confusing, think of it as high-key confusing. Anything that isn't like certain right now needs to be seen as that, because you deserve to have that clarity, hun. And if you have like masculine presenting or masculine folks in your life that aren't being clear with you, notice that. Let this be the full moon where you're just like, fuck that. I deserve clarity. I've actually asked for it and I still don't have it. And then you can move on with your life. All right. And also really like putting a finer point on your masculine presentation, the boldness, the staccato, that real edgy, pointy way that you are in the world is calling you. Like there's a boldness that's calling you and is ready to be seen. What a good card. I liked the complexity of it, Moira. Lovely. Thank you, Tina P. This is for you, my darling love. Here we go. You've got a reversed page. This is the page of lasers reversed. The page of lasers reversed. Now we had 2 first quarter moons in a row. And then we had that waning crescent moon. And now we've got our second new moon in a row. Your page rather, reversed, is asking you to look at the small thing that you want to accomplish. The key word for this goes from being sanguine to being seed. Look at the small thing you want to accomplish right now and deeply ritualize it. This is a cool reversal. You know, folks that read reversals like me, we a lot of times have clients and friends and loves that are like bracing when they get a reversal. This is a reversal that's like when you turn the map upside down and finally you can see the way through, right? This is about ritualizing that thing you want to accomplish in super glory. Light the incense, light the candle, put on your favorite really long playlist, get super into it. The process is the thing. The process is the moment, having it. I love the song that goes with this too. It's Boys Latin from Panda Bear. Do you like that song, Tina? It's a beautiful, beautiful song that gives me Gregorian chant vibes. So it's about listening to the music of your childhood. It's listening to the music that really like feeds baby you, that reminds you. You could get very emotional creating this thing. So the next garment you create, or the next writing you create, the dream work that you create for this full moon, the writing that you do in your book of shadows, deeply ritualize it. Like have Jeff cook for you something that you totally love, and have them get super into the process all around you while you're writing, and say, baby, I've got a 20-minute timer. Blow my mind with your lighting right now, or whatever the fuck. This is going to be fun. Keep in touch. I want to know what happens with this, Tina. How fun. And Sister Sirius, this one's for you. I want to see exactly what you said. The first word I wasn't able to see. You're volleying me some love. Thank you so much. A volleyball. I love that. So much fun. Good. Well, let's see if I can't return it to you so you don't ace me, cutie. Here we go. You've got the reversed Hanged One. The first full moon has entered the chat. The reversed Hanged One, sweetie. The key word is vacillate here. So this is a time where you're not sure if you're doing it right. There's almost like this small little doubtful moment on this. And again, process. Enjoy exactly what you're doing. It's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Give yourself all the time in the world to consider everything you're considering. Try not to talk shit to yourself about this vacillating. Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Just really give yourself the whole night off to just enjoy living in your body exactly as it is, Sister Sirius. Being in that body that's brought you through so much and brought you to so much. You're right where you need to be. You can actually ask Spirit to show you the way tonight, and you could do some writing on that, or just enjoy yourself. Make yourself laugh and smile about this vacillating moment, about this kind of like wavering, should I do this or should I do that? Enjoy that. Really, really take the night off of talking shit to yourself. Love that so much. Thank you so much for your donation, sweetie. All right, Sophia, honey, this is for you. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Okay, kind of close to the top. Here we go. Oh, and you have two cards. You've got two cards. That shocked me. They just popped right apart. And of course, the first one has a first quarter moon on it. It's the Nine of Caves, the keyword prosperity. What backs that up is the Four of Blades. So work with me here as we talk about that first card, the Nine of Caves, moving into the second card, that reversed Four of Blades. The Nine of Caves in your life is really showing you it's about your body as your home. So celebrate your body as your home. You have everything you need in your body. It just needs to hear that from you. Your body needs to hear from you how much you love your body, how perfect your body is for you, and how there for your body you are now and will continue to improve on being. All right. And then the second card is the reversed Four of Blades. The key word is fatigue. So there's an exhaustion to this moment. So it's highly possible you're just super depleted, that you need a really fabulous feast and much celebrating and joy tonight. I hope that this worldwide coven is giving you those delicious feels right now, but you're really literally due for a full moon, for a midnight snack and a really happy tuck in. If you're having trouble getting there, a really easy way to do that is literally just to change your bed sheets. That's an easy way to get there if you feel stuck. Maybe you just change your sheets tonight, have that lovely ritual bath, and tuck yourself in with a gorgeous midnight snack. This is an important time for you to really take good care of your body because you're fatigued. Fatigue to me is mental exhaustion, right? Compared to the tiredness that we can feel when our body's tired. So maybe it's about making a plan for the weekend where you're physical, so you have a little bit more body tiredness rather than mental fatigue. Fun cards. Love it. All right, sweetie pies. And now I'm pulling a card for Meg. It's good to see you, Meg. Oh my goodness. Black hearts, red X, black heart. I love it. So that slid just a little tiny bit. It was almost like there was a little slipperiness to this moment. And I love that for you. This is the reversed Two of Lasers. The reversed Two of Lasers. The key word to the reversed Two of Lasers is inner fire. This moon phase is our waxing crescent moon phase where we protect and nurture. And I love that it's inner fire and protecting and nurturing. So there's a little dream, a little seed that's within you right now, a little flame that's worth protecting. And do that in a really gorgeous, glorious way. I know you saw a little bit of my process videos that I showed in my little sweet special Patreon community that showed the way I nested your delicious tiny flame into the sand for our bespoke candle service. And I'm mailing that to you, that blue jar, this weekend. I'm mailing them to all the Patreon folks that joined me for our bespoke candle service. So maybe it's about planning to really embody physically what that looks like to protect the flame, and do it in a way that makes you feel happy, like you're placing almost like a little fairy garden, a tiny little light out in your garden that you place outside, and ritualize that for our full moon tonight, and really physically see yourself placing that seed of your dream, that little flame of your inner fire, in a protected environment, and sharing that with the outer world, sharing that with the fairy world, sharing that with your guardians and guides, so they can weave that spell, your magic, deep into the world to protect your whole outer surroundings. If you're looking to be even more physical, it's time for you to circle your property in salt tonight. Okay. I'd like to see everybody in this coven circle your property in salt for the full moon tonight. And thank you, Meg. I love this so much. I can't wait to mail stuff to you. So fun. All right, Jackie, baby, this is for you, honey. Thank you so much for those butterflies. I love it so much. I always think of Mariah with the butterflies and you, Jackie. All right, so you've got a reversed Seven of Caves. The reversed Seven of Caves is showing up for you, Jackie. And the key word is false start. So tonight's the night for you to just really be there for yourself, because when you're putting yourself out there, it can be very up and down. It can feel like a roller coaster. And some of those downs have you using a bit more of a critical voice on yourself than you need to, right? Because you're growing something, sweetie. You're growing something that's here for a long run. If this card is upright, the key word is ripen. You would trust that. There's an off-kilter feeling to the way the roller coaster feels when it hits the downstroke, that valley, right? Maybe it's about going and nurturing those places where you felt either embarrassed for what you're putting out there or it didn't hit the way you wanted it to. I am going to ask you, sweetheart, please ask for any help you need in what you're developing. When you hit that low, turn to somebody, turn to me, turn to anybody that you need to, and just say, hey, like, have you ever gone through this before? Like, do you have any tips for how it feels when you're putting yourself out there, when you're growing something new? I know that's a lot of words surrounding this, but this is really about don't judge yourself. This is all going to add so much strength and so much of that delicious umami to the recipe, right, honey? We want these flavors to take time to grow and meld together. It takes time. That's what makes all the best recipes so special. I like food the next day. I'm a leftovers witch because the flavors develop, they commingle. And so this is a magic that takes time, Jackie. Trust that, okay? And ask for help when you need it. Oh, that was fun. Thank you, honeys. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick little peek at our chat, and then we'll dig in with our Tarotscopes. Love this. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I'm like a trained extrovert. When we were reading that in the story about how Dallas, if you were here for our reading from Pleasure Activist, Pleasure Activism from Adrienne Mary Brown, know that, like, getting those quick little moments where you jumped yourself out of that introverted moment for a result, a specific result, and got it. Take care of that little sweetheart that did that. During that story that Dallas told about throwing themselves on the ground just to get a laugh when they were a kid, I did the same thing. And it's so funny that we're talking about me giving my dad a pedicure today, because when I was a kid, the first thing I ever did for a laugh was because I was such a sensitive kid. I spent a lot of time walking around my house crying because I didn't have anybody to play with. And this is in a family with 9 kids, right? But I wanted to be picked as the one, and I wanted to pick someone as the one and have them say, yay, I'm so glad you picked me, or be picked as the one so I could say, yay, of course I want to play with you. So I literally would walk around crying. So I would get slugged in the arm a lot and be called a faker a lot, because it was like the sound of my sorrow is what needed to come out, but not a lot of actual tears. I know that's called crocodile tears, but I would kind of go around moaning a little tiny bit. And one time I did like a thumbs up, but I did it with my feet, and I got my very first laugh. I was a little kid, and I just built from there. I was like, oh, that was so much better than walking around moaning. I loved getting that laugh. I was about those physical sight gags in a really big way. So give yourself pats on the back for how you have put yourself out there, Jackie. And remember the times that putting yourself out there really worked and how it made you feel that it worked. And you can absolutely scamper back into your delicious cave and just be the introvert that you are and love it so much. Yay. That's a lot. Yes, I'm a trained extrovert, but in my soul, total introvert. I always say that I'm a loud follower because I've really, I've practiced a lot how to put myself out there. I'll be quaking in my boots for the Witches' Confluence when it's time to be the femc, though. Okay, happy full moon, Aries. Here we go. 8 of Caves. This is looking like such a Capricorn card, isn't it? 8 of Caves. Keyword is development. So Aries, yeah, this is you in your absolute glory right now, working on the stuff that is blasting off for the rest of the year and doing it so consciously. You have found your voice and you have found your stride right now on how you're speaking truth into all your circles. And I'm just so happy and proud of you and excited for you. Keep going and celebrate all that stuff in your book of journals tonight. Book of journals, your book of shadows in your journal tonight. Okay, Aries? Delicious, protect yourself and nurture yourself. Do your best when those ideas creep in that others need to serve you, that's just little you inside needing a little extra care and nurturing, right? It's not anybody else's job to take care of you. It's your job to take care of you. And that was just a tiny zinger at the end there, Aries. Here we go. All right, Taurus, come on now. I'm looking at you, Virginia, over there with your fish tank cleaning. This is the 6 of lasers. The key word is adulation. I love, love, love this moon phase of yesterday. It's the joy that you had going into it, like, fuck yeah, there's a full moon on Friday. That feeling that we had yesterday, moving into today, knowing that you could have me on the desktop and clean a fish tank. This goes for all the Tauruses in the crowd, not just those little favorites that I have around. The 6 of lasers has you really like feeling good about the things that you know you do well, and to not downplay the incredible, magnificent effect that has on your entire body. So really feeling so good about what you pulled off has reverberations that need to be expanded and celebrated. Make that bigger. You got this. Make it even bigger, louder, prouder. All right, Taurus, that was fun. Happy full moon, Gemini. Here we go. Queen of Waves. Everybody drink. Raise your glass to the Queen of Waves. I hope all Gemini cuties are feeling, I don't know, I have a Gemini cutie in my life, my sweet daughter, that was saying today, you know, I've had such a glow in Gemini season. I need it back again. If you're feeling some kind of way right now, Gemini, like, go deeper, go within and summon and pull up those beautiful qualities and things that you love about yourself, and reflect them back into yourself, either in water or in a mirror right now. You're so good at so many things. Just don't look for a reaction from anybody else, cutie. Yeah, this is you hyping yourself, which is so powerful and huge. I love this moon phase of tomorrow. You know, the love that you give yourself today just makes it spill out into tomorrow. You can be there for yourself, and that makes it so you can be there for your family and your community. So important. Full moon love flowing right now. All right. It's time for Leo. Happy birthday, Leo, and happy full moon. You've got the reversed sun card. The reversed sun card for Leo on a full moon in Leo season. How almost rude, right? That reversed sun card is so, so here for us. It's telling you to nurture your soul. The key word is soul, right? If there's any kind of just like surface friction and tension in your environment, nurture your soul. Go deep inside and nurture your soul right now, Leo. And that's some special messages for the entire Leo season, nurturing your soul. Have this be the most soulful Leo season of them all. Fabulous. Happy birthday to you. All right, Cancer cuties. Cancer season was so epic for me. Thank you for just shining your gorgeous, beautiful light, you beautiful Cancers. You've got the Ace of Waves. Everybody drinks once again. Love this. And I'm loving seeing the depth that you're called to going to right now, Cancer. Like you being that like deep pool That little deep, sweet weirdo in the crowd is a beautiful thing. Trust and love that. The Ace of Waves keyword is conception, with everything that that implies. So full moon, time for you to just knock boots, have fun, make out, party, all the happy, beautiful things, but do it in your own way, in your own trippy, unique. I have a Cancer sweetheart. They're unique. Cancer, you're very unique in how you love. You're very unique and very one-on-one, incredible, like amazing sort of giving, loving person. Really dig that about your. Get super, super into that. All of these cards are very like, hype yourself, give yourself the love that you're seeking, but no more than you, Cancer. This is definitely about you giving yourself the love that you seek. Everything will fall into place from there, I promise. All right, Virgo, this one's for you. The Judgment card. Beautiful. I love that. The second full moon that we've pulled in our cards today. I love this. So Virgo, once again, I keep saying this, Virgo's the one this calendar year. I don't even understand what I mean when I say that, but I'm just feeling you so much, Virgo. This color, that ox blood color, and the keyword mutual aid shows you really having this like blueprint, really having the bones, the framework that's needed for the collective right now, and to really do tons and tons and tons of work surrounding the way you know things should be, right? What's the community activism that you think is right? It's not sort of like useless to write it down. It's the most useful thing. It's the beginning of the spell. It creates it on the paper and it puts it onto the altar and it moves it into the magic, the dialect of the spell. So you've got to write down the way you know the world needs to look. That's really important. And let me know how that looks for you, Virgo. Mwah. Love this so much. Feeling that. Gotta look where Virgo is in my chart now, because I feel like that's a powerful message. Libra, this is for you, for us. This is the Four of Waves with the keyword fulfillment. Everybody drink. Love it so much. Right, Four of Waves. Well, this is my sweetie's favorite card that we created together. I love this card too. Dolphins, having fun under that delicious waxing gibbous moon, where we calibrate our magic, where we move our magic to be in greater flow. I have to mention this because if you're a Libra listening to this broadcast, know that Sarah Faith Gottesdiener's abundance course for September is open right now for registration. I don't know if there's any spaces available, but that's life-changing. And that's something that I just did in Gemini into Cancer season. It was fucking powerful. So if you're looking for a powerful way to bring more flow into your practice, it's a 4-week practice that's incredible. And I'm still drawing from it. It's amazing. So yeah, bring greater flow to your life, Libra. Go back and just look at the framework that you've created and dial it in and tune it in even more. Looking at this purple field, it's about your psychic ability. It's about communicating with the unseen friendlies, with your guardians and guides right now in a really big way. Fuck yeah, Libra, let's go. Fun. Okay, Scorpio, here we go. The Three of Caves, concatenate. I love this. The Three of Caves is about how you're weaving abundance into your life, how you're weaving your actual like plans that you need for survival and thriving. This is how you're calling in the elements that you need into your life in order to create the magic that will feed you and your family and your loves. It's an important time right now for you to get that in place before the next season. And I don't mean the next zodiac season. I mean the next season. On this full moon, create magic and create planning that moves into what autumn looks like, or if you're down under into the next season, what spring looks like. So really utilize this time right now, Scorpio, to call in the elements that you need to braid together to make a stronger framework for the next season. Awesome. Okay, Sagittarius, here we go. This is the reversed page of blades, the reversed page of blades. A powerful card. This is the second reversed page that we've thrown here, which is really powerful. This reversal has you in a little bit of like a dog days of summer, a bit of a blah, right? A little bit of like almost like a tiredness. Please go with it. Get in the psychic hammock of relaxation right now. Don't fight it. Like, take this night off, take this weekend off. And if that didn't fill your cup enough, it's time for you to literally take an honest to goodness sabbatical so it doesn't lead to a breakdown. I can't be more clear with you about that, Saggy. Don't let this time of exhaustion lead to a breakdown. All right. Take the time that you need, and don't judge yourself for the time that you need to fill your cup. Love it. Okay, Capricorn. Happy Capricorn full moon. I love this. How did the 8 of lasers get woven back in? I guess that's because it was our jumper. So you've got our jumper. I love that so, so much. So you've got the ultimate Leo season card. That was our jumper as your card now. So you really need to see and feel this, Capricorn, that you are expanding right now and you're doing it your way. The knowledge and wisdom that you have will light the way. It's not without you. It's within you. That's the lantern. That's the fuel. That expansion is pushed out. The dreams are pushed out by the fuel that is you. Wow, powerful. I love this moon phase for you, showing you kind of like letting go of things, and with a sense of humor that you maybe thought other people needed to do for you, or thought that they said they were going to do for you or should do for you, or any of those things. Have a sense of humor with that, okay, Cappy? I love that so much. Okay, Aquarius, this one's for you. Reversed 9 of blades. Love it. The reversed 9 of blades is powerful because this shows you're on the other side of like the chaotic nightmares, and you're now relaxing and knowing that you're learning lessons from these chaotic nightmares that you've had in the past, and you've got to surrender into where your spirit team is guiding you, where your knowledge and wisdom of your lived experience is guiding you. It's a surrender and a trust that's being called on right now. Full moon, sweetie. Surrender to the power of this lunar light. Surrender to really the power of your lived experience. That's hugely powerful for you right now, Aquarius. Love it so much. And finally, Pisces. I'm going to take a peek at the chat. Every once in a while, I'll forget someone. The Lover's card is showing up, Pisces. I love this for you. The word is commingle. And I always think of liquid love when I think of commingle. I always think of commingled nectar of the body, ideas, psychic ideas that are blended together and moved into the sea of love and moved into the oceans of our emotions. Pisces, this is a time for you definitely to collaborate. This is a time for you to share these ideas with others that you fantasize and dream of sharing them with. The last quarter moon phase shows you winding up to doing some cord cutting. So just maybe do a little bit of tending in your book of shadows, write in your journal the things that you know you need to knock off, some ways, some energy that's unfurled away from you that you can call back to yourself right now for the full moon, and enjoy. This is beautiful. The Lover's card is so powerful. Remember, it's key 6, so it shows that delicious balance of 3 on each side together. It feels very much like kelp forest moving in this gorgeous aqueous dance. Enjoy. Turn yourself on, Pisces. Love it all so much. Oh my goodness, sweethearts. I'm going to take another peek at our chat real quick and see if we're on track and I'm taking care of everybody that needs some love right now. Yes, I know. So thought of you with that Cappy card, Claire. So lovely. That's great. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Cole, for reminding. Little thumbs up. Yeah, adulation for sure. Absolutely. Thank you. I always think of like the honey on that card, Virginia, with the 6 of lasers, adulation. Adulation doesn't have to be the old school fireworks that are harmful. It can be the utter gorgeous joy of just slow dripping honey. I love that so, so much. Sweetie pies, I have just loved being here with you for the full moon. I'm so excited to jump back in with the absolute fuck ton of witchcraft that's strewn everywhere in my house right now. We just did a couple of big moves right before the broadcast, my sweetie and I, with the house quiet, not teenagers. They take up a lot of space. Literally, they lay with everything just as spread out as possible, like arms, legs, books, just phones, and just all the things, a bag of snacks, and it just take up so much. It's a joy, and I love it. We were shocked at how much we could get done without their bodies physically in our actual physical way. Wow. So I hope that you fully get how much I adore being here with you. And remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell, honey loves. This is my spell. Thinking of you with love. And I'm just going to dim the lights here and see if this works okay. There we go. And I'll walk you out with a happy little message. And let's see, I don't really have anything too sheer to cover the camera with. We'll go with the hot pink. The hot pink of my Moon Baby Magic Tarot satchel. Oh my goodness. So much fun. So ready for this full moon because I have had a furious bout of very clogged thinking. I had so many things I was trying to accomplish all at once that it shut my bionics down. Do you know what I mean? When you just have so many things in your brain and so many things you want to do that you end up just sitting and staring at a wall. So I've had a really big bout of that I've been dealing with. I think I might just have had a little bit of exhaustion from caring for my outer family, my parents' family, my brothers and sisters, and my little kid family. It's been a lot, honeys. But what a difference a lunar cycle makes, yeah. This has been so wonderful to be here with you today, sweeties. Every single one of you that was called to your orgasmic practice, you better be listening, honeys. My goodness. Oh, well, good, Claire. I'm so glad, Abby Lynn. So we're staring at walls together from different places in the land. I love that. I think I'll go pour myself a glass of wine too, Abby Lynn, and join you in that. Lovely. Thank you for thumbing up the video. It really does matter. I'm hearing and feeling all that. And thank you so much for being here, sweethearts. Love you. Happy full moon.